It shouldn't be so difficult to figure out which eating regimen will set fire to fat while maintaining muscle. Fortunately, the International Society of Sports Nutrition just released its position paper, which combs through all existing scientific studies to report how every diet will affect your body composition. Hello, guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to tell you about the top 8 best diets for fat loss. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Now let's get started. 1. Low-calorie diet. Only consuming 800 to 1,200 calories a day. Pros: the sole purpose of limiting your daily calories and pushing the boundaries of sanity is to lose weight as soon as possible, and the study analysis says it works, while also preserving as much lean muscle mass as possible. Cons: in our experience, capping your calories low will probably mean a lot of internal strife and stress. Plus, we're big fans of enjoying food instead of fearing it, and 800 calories don't leave much room for satisfied taste buds. Lastly, if you're currently eating double to triple this amount of food, dropping to a daily caloric intake this low can tank your metabolism and slow fat loss more than switching to one of these other diets might. 2. Low-fat diet. Getting only 20-30% of daily calories from fat, the remaining 80-70% are split between protein and carbs, typically with an emphasis on carbs. Pros: advocated by the Institute of Medicine, a low-fat diet, or high-carb, depending on your perspective, is based on the idea that cutting back on the most calorie-dense macro will help you eat fewer calories overall. And studies do show switching to a low-fat diet can help you lose body fat quickly, though not necessarily long-term. Cons: eating this way perpetuates the outdated idea that dietary fat is the enemy of body fat. And it isn't necessarily better than other diets. One study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition compared high-protein, normal protein, high-fat, and low-fat diets, and found no significant difference in fat loss among the groups at 6 months or 2 years, though all did result in some fat loss. What's more, while the low-fat group was supposed to keep its intake of the macro at 20%, actual intake was closer to 26-28%, suggesting that sticking to a strict low-fat diet is rather difficult and potentially unrealistic for most. 3. Low-carb diet. Getting 15-40% of daily calories from carbs, the remaining 85-60% is split between protein and fat. Pros: compared to eating a traditional diet, switching to a low-carb diet can significantly reduce body fat, studies show. Cap your carb intake at 20% of daily calories and the weight loss results are even stronger. Plus, you can reduce your risk for heart disease and stroke. Some research suggests low-carb diets are even better than low-fat diets. One study in Annals of Internal Medicine found that people who limited their carbs lost 8 more pounds than those who cut back on fat. If you cut back on carbs enough, your body learns to burn fat as fuel instead. Studies are mixed on how low-carb diets affect performance, but some evidence suggests that endurance performance can improve among people whose bodies adapt to fat burning fairly easily. Cons: teaching your body to burn fat instead of carbs takes time, so you have to be patient while you feel sluggish during the weeks it takes to become fat adapted. And not everybody burns fat as efficiently as carbs, so your endurance may never measure up, though, as we said before, others see an improvement here. Without carbs, your body's ability to generate explosive energy will most likely decline, so if you love sprinting or HIIT, you might need to consume more carbs than other low-fat dieters. And while you'll probably lose body fat, this kind of diet is keeping you focused on the wrong macro. Studies have proven that the higher protein aspect of a low-carb diet helps promote weight loss, rather than the lower carb count. 4. Ketogenic diet. Less than 10% of daily calories are from carbs, 10-30% from protein, and 60-80% from fat. Pros: technically a subtype of a low-carb diet, the keto diet is unique. By depriving your body of carbohydrates, you not only force your body to become fat adapted, but also, if you keep protein low as well, elevate your levels of ketone bodies, which is a sign your body is running on fat. The keto diet puts you in a unique metabolic state called ketosis, wherein your brain burns ketones instead of glucose, and, in doing so, supposedly leads to clearer thinking. Physically, eating such a high amount of fat significantly increases your body's ability to burn body fat, according to the study analysis. Research also shows keto athletes have a higher VO2 max and can lose fat without losing strength or power. Cons: that same study on the perks of being a keto athlete also found those same dieters had a lower exercise economy, how efficiently you use oxygen while moving. And whereas pretty much every other diet offers flexibility in the macro range, eating a few too many grams of carbs or protein will knock your body out of ketosis, so you have to be pretty committed to seeing the perks of keto. Lastly, the low protein count required to stay in ketosis may be holding you back here. A study analysis in nutrition, metabolism and cardiovascular diseases found upping protein on a keto diet by just 5% tripled fat loss. 5. High protein diet. At least 25% of daily calories are from protein. Pros: the most consistently beneficial of all diets here. Study after study shows that upping your protein intake can help significantly reduce body fat and build lean muscle. For example, guys who ran sprint intervals, did resistance training, and ate a diet of 2.4 g of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, roughly 1 g per pound of body weight, gained 1.2 kilograms of lean muscle and lost almost 5 kilograms of fat in just 4 weeks, according to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. If you cut calories but eat high protein, the macro can help prevent your metabolism from plummeting and help keep hunger at bay, since protein is so satiating. The study analysis also confirmed that eating a ton of protein stuff doesn't cause you to gain weight or harm any internal systems, despite myths. Cons: with the focus on protein, it's easy to forget you need to eat enough fat or carbs to fuel your workouts, so keep an eye on your energy levels and other macros. And that's the only real downside. The only other con the study analysis found is, high protein is so effective in making you less hungry that it might hurt your efforts to gain weight. 6. Try curbing carbs instead of fats. When Johns Hopkins researchers compared the effects on the heart of losing weight through a low-carbohydrate diet versus a low-fat diet for 6 months, each containing the same amount of calories, those on a low-carb diet lost an average of 10 pounds more than those on a low-fat diet, 28.9 pounds versus 18.7 pounds. An extra benefit of the low-carb diet is that it produced a higher quality of weight loss. With weight loss, fat is reduced, but there is also often a loss of lean tissue, muscle, which is not desirable. On both diets, there was a loss of about 2 to 3 pounds of good lean tissue along with the fat, which means that the fat loss percentage was much higher on the low-carb diet. 7. Become a label reader. Compare and contrast brands. Some yogurts, for example, boast that they're low in fat, but they're higher in carbs and added sugars than others. Foods like gravy, mayonnaise, sauces, and salad dressings often contain high amounts of fat and lots of calories. 8. Move away from processed foods. The ingredients in packaged goods and snack foods are often heavy on trans fats, added sugar, and added salt or sodium, 3 things that make it difficult to lose weight. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.